let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm sounding so much better, feeling so much better. Thank you guys for being here. Come on in. Come on in. I may have to take a drink of coffee every once in a blue moon, but I'm doing better. Hello, Daisy Duke, Lori, Kathy, Dawn Emery, YouTuber, Grace Paris. Trying to say hello to everyone without hitting the wrong button and knocking y'all off completely. Come on in, come on in. We have a lot to talk about. I was up late studying on this and telling you guys, hello, me and you. This case has literally brought me to tears last night. And if you've seen the pictures of the baby girl, you'll know what I mean. Hello, Lisa King. Come on in. Y'all are moving fast in the chat. Let's see here. I am going to put something up real quick so that I can read it. No, y'all probably get tired of me reading. At times, this channel may use of copyrighted material in accordance with the Fair Use Act. The Fair Use Act is a doctrine in the United States copyright law that allows limited use of copyrighted material without requiring permission from the rights holders. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, which states allowance is made for fair use of copyrighted material for purposes of commentary, criticism, news reporting, research, education, teaching, and or scholarship. It provides for legal non-licensed citation and or incorporation of copyrighted material by others which might be infringed under circumstances. All right, let's get started. I don't even know where to begin. Good grief, y'all. Moving fast in the chat. Okay, let's see here. I've got a lot of tabs pulled up because I want to show a lot of the information. Hello, Leslie, keeping it real. Thank you. Yes, please hit that thumbs up. Thank you so much, Lori. Let's see here. Let's see where we need to get started. We're going to start off with, I love this woman, Nancy Grace. Okay, credit goes to Nancy Grace. Daisy Duke, you think I sound better? Great. Do I sound like a woman now? I was sounding like a man. But let's find Miss Nancy Grace. We are going to pull her up because she cracked me up, y'all. I'm doing better, me and you. Thank you so much. This is concerning baby Emmanuel that went missing out of California. Was it called Catawba County or something like that? It's hard to pronounce. Utuba. Oh, we're getting severe thunderstorm warning on the TV. But let's get started, guys. Hopefully it won't start storming in the middle of this. But the reason I want to bring Nancy in on here is she's cracking me up, y'all. She is cracking me up because I think it's a reporter that's out of California and a defense attorney, if I'm not mistaken. If I speak wrong, I'm sorry. But it seems like they're actually taking up for these parents. And in my opinion, allegedly, I don't feel sorry for these parents. Not allegedly, I don't feel sorry for them because I believe with his criminal history and background that it's very possible that he could have done something to this baby. Let's get this pulled up on screen so that you guys can see it. If If you hear my dogs whining, they're in a kennel. They are fine. They have just ate. They just did not want to go back in their kennel. They did not want to go up. They're mad at me. Credit goes to Nancy Grace for this video, and I am going to play.
And when parts of the story being told by Rebecca are inconsistent, law enforcement asks if the couple will take a polygraph test. Jake Harrow tells investigators they will not take a polygraph test without a lawyer present, and cooperation between the parents and law enforcement ends. One witness tells police Harrow had a black eye before Emmanuel went missing.
What? They refuse a polygraph? A witness says mom had that black eye before the attack in the Big 5 parking lot. Joy Benedict, what?
That's what witnesses are saying. That's what some people have said. But there's a lot of rumors that are spreading around the area right now. Every neighbor, everybody in that community seems to have an opinion. So I obviously don't know if she had that black eye prior to Friday or not. When I saw her, she had a black eye. It could have been in the beginning stages. It could have been in the end stages.
Okay. What about refusing to take a polygraph? Joy?
I mean, I'm not a lawyer, but if someone asked me to take a polygraph test, then that would make me believe that maybe I'm all of a sudden a suspect, and I would ask for a lawyer. I mean, wouldn't you?
No, if my child were missing, no. Let me just spell it out. HELLNO. No, I would take the polygraph. I wouldn't slow down, gum up the works. Dave Mack, have you ever heard of Mark Class?
Absolutely, Nancy.
The gold standard. When his daughter, Polly Class, was abducted from her mom's own home during a sleepover, abused and murdered by Richard Allen, may he rot in hell. When the cops came to Class's door, you know what he said? Search me. Take my fingerprints. Take my DNA. Search my house. Search my car. Search my place. Get me out of the way so you can find who took my daughter. Do you remember that, Dave Mack?
Like it was yesterday, because nobody believed him. Nobody thought, this is crazy. Nobody gets kidnapped out of a bedroom during a sleepover out of their own home. But I do remember Mark Class stood firm. He planted his feet and said, eliminate me as a suspect and find the real person.
I mean, Dave, understand me. I'm not yelling at you. I'm yelling about this situation. I'm yelling about this baby gone, and mommy and daddy won't take a polygraph. So they can either be cleared or be under the umbrella of suspicion. So you know what? If you fail the poly, let's talk about that, Dubé. Say mommy and daddy fail the poly, but they're innocent. That will be borne out. A polygraph cannot come into evidence unless it's agreed upon, stipulated by the defense and the prosecution ahead of time at trial. So that would never come into trial. So A, it would clear them. B, if they fail it, yeah, I'm going to look at them. But that doesn't mean they're guilty. They could lie about something as simple as, hey, we smoked pot before. I'm going to lie about that. That has nothing to do with the baby's disappearance. My point is, I've got a problem when mommy and daddy won't take a poly so they can try to clear themselves so the cops can move on to whoever really took the baby.
You know as well as I do that the cops put extremely heavy weight on the results of a polygraph test. And if it comes back showing form of deception, the relationship becomes adversarial. They then become a target.
It's now adversarial because they won't take it.
All the more reason for them not to. Why do you think they even asked for the polygraph test? The cops already suspect mom. They already suspect dad. Why give them additional evidence? I would not do it. And if I were their counsel, I would tell them to sit down and shut up and don't say a word till I get there.
Okay, let me ask you a quickie, Dubé. I would like to see Dubé. I want to see his face when he answers this question. Do you have children?
No.
Okay, I want you to have children. And I don't care how you go about getting them. I want you to have a baby to love. Because Dubé, when that happens, I'm not going to even hold your last answer against you like I normally do. Because when you have a baby, everything changes. Oh, I thought I was so happy. And then I had the twins. There's nothing like it. And I want you to have that joy, because when you have that child, you don't matter anymore. They matter. They need to take the poly. And as a matter of fact, the Uvalde Foundation agrees. Listen.
After Rebecca and Jake Haro stop cooperating, the Uvalde Foundation rescinds the reward money and ends their search efforts. The founder says, "We cannot in good conscience utilize our team and resources when so much is missing in this case. A particular concern to us lies within the inconsistencies in the details and the sudden decision by the mother to in communication with law enforcement and our team. Something is not right in this whole picture."
Okay, so it's not just me, it's the foundation. Dubé is right. Under the Constitution, they don't have to take a polygraph. And if they failed it or it was inconclusive, they would then be under the umbrella of suspicion. And I say to that, so what? This is not about them. This is about, can we see a picture of this baby? The poor little thing. If he's alive, who has him? Is he being fed? Is he alive? Do we have a chance to save him? Guys, there's more. Listen.
Officers serve a search warrant at the Haro home in Cabazon. Law enforcement is seen going in and out of the house for over an hour, and Emmanuel's grandmother says his 2-year-old sister was removed from the custody of Rebecca and Jake Haro.
Joy Benedict, that takes a lot to take a baby away from a mom and dad. I can think of dozens of examples right now where I wish the baby had been taken, because now the baby's dead. And DFACS, Department of Family Services, won't take the baby. They let it stay there and die. So something had to lead authorities to take the sister out of the home. That said, tell me about the search of their place.
Well, they searched the place initially, from what we're told. They also came back yesterday while we were there, and we could see them knocking on the door trying to get in, but nobody was there. And that's kind of the issue. We don't know where these parents are. At least now they're not responding to my phone calls and text messages anymore. Neither is the grandmother, as you just heard them say, neither with the organization. So we don't know where they are, but we know that they did search the home. We don't know what they found, if anything, but it is also our understanding that they took the 2-year-old. Now, what the family told me on Friday was that they have 6 children together, that they are a blended family, 2 biological children between the 2 of them, and 4 others that they collectively have. So 6 total.
In my opinion.
Dr. John Delatorre, forensic psychologist, it's not just about refusing to take a poly. The parents are gone. Where are the parents? I can tell you this much, they're not out searching for baby Emmanuel. So
okay, we're going to cut this off, guys, because we got to move on. But Nancy Grace is amazing. We're going to take that banner down. Let's take that banner down. There's just so much. I'm going to pull some pictures up for you guys right here. One thing I noticed, I went on Google search. Okay, it says it was updated 2025. I'm not sure. But we're going to look. There's several campers in the subdivision parked along the roads and the parking lots. Just trying to give you a visual of the subdivision right now. Right here's dumpsters. There's a ton of dumpsters. Okay, and we're going to get on that. For whatever reason, they have dumpsters everywhere in that area. One thing I did see, this looks like a camera to me, and that's right down from their home. I know it's a street light, but it looks like a camera to me. Here's one of the campers that was across the street. So I'm wondering with that fire last night, I know that there was a fire that started in a camper. I wonder which camper it was actually from. Which camper did they set on fire? And these could be old photos. But look, guys, several dumpsters. In my opinion, several hiding places. Okay, we're going to go on and we're going to play. Let's see here. I've got to add another banner. I'm going to make sure I give everybody credit where credit is due. And please go sub up to Nancy. I'm sure she's got plenty. But I want you guys to see the Pascal show. That's what we're going to do next. Let's make sure I got it pulled up. Okay, there we go. Credit goes to Pascal show. Please go sub up to him. Also, he is very good with his information, in my opinion. Let's see here. This is something I want you guys to see about the dumpsters. Let's push play.
Rebecca's home. This is the updates that we're getting right now. We have somebody out there. Their account is called Action Eye News on Facebook. They have just dropped some very interesting information saying that apparently cops went to a dumpster nearby the home of Rebecca and Jake's.
Daisy, they did take his car.
Children's clothing and some possible leads in this disappearance of Emmanuel Otto. Take a look at this.
All right, guys, so we are down here on Ramona Street right now. I'm down here with Gino with Fox 11, and then we have Court TV is here as well. We did get an update just a while ago, guys. The police came out to this location right here and searched this dumpster.
This is right before the fire, guys.
And they also
Keep that in
found some
mind.
baby clothes that possibly may be linked to the missing Emmanuel. It's not confirmed yet. The police department kind of went hush-hush on the matter, so they're not releasing anything at this time. But we did have cameras that are over here on this house. We tried to go through the footage, but the lady does not remember the passwords.
Now, I know that there's a lot of people talking about, and even myself, talking about the fire that happened yesterday. And we're all wondering if that's connected. We still don't know. We still don't have the answers for that yet. But I'm telling you right now, as soon as we get that information, we will be talking about it right here. So be sure to follow, comment down below, tell me what your thoughts are. And yeah, we're staying on this, guys. We're staying on this.
And you guys go sub up to Pascal. He is very informative also. If you haven't yet subbed up to me, please do so. There's some more things that I want to bring up. Let's see. Okay, here's a Facebook, and credit goes to Tiffany T on TikTok and Facebook with this one. I know I'm bringing in a lot of videos, but I'm following what information I think you guys need. Now I got to come back and add to stage. There's a lot of work goes into this, guys. Just be patient with me. Sorry. Okay, let's.
Children. We knew that this charge existed, but we didn't know the surrounding details, and now we do. Media outlet KTL information about Jake Haro, father to missing 7-month-old baby Emmanuel Haro's previous charge for cruelty against children. We knew that this charge existed, but we didn't know the surrounding details, and now we do. Media outlet KTL5 states the conviction stems from a 2018 arrest in Hemet while Jake was married to another woman, Vanessa Avina. On October 13th, 2018, Haro and Avina's 10-week-old daughter was admitted to Hemet Valley Hospital. Doctors reported to police that the little girl had an acute fractured rib, 6 ribs with healing fractures, a skull fracture, brain hemorrhage, swelling of the neck, and a fractured leg bone that was healing. According to a police affidavit, they wrote, the combination of the above findings in a pre-mobile infant in the absence of a plausible history of significant trauma to explain the injuries is indicative of abuse. head trauma, child physical abuse, and nutritional neglect. Jake Harrow reportedly blamed the baby's injuries on his wife. However, both were arrested and pleaded guilty to the charge in 2023. Now, I also saw yesterday in a KTLA news segment that Jake was allegedly supposed to come forward and explain these charges. I haven't seen anything on that yet, but as of August 19th, baby Emmanuel is still missing. So we now have more information about Jake Harrow, father to missing 7-month-old baby Emmanuel Harrow's previous charge for cruelty against children. We knew that this charge.
Okay, sorry guys, my screen was moving around and I couldn't unpause, but that is credit to Tiffany T on TikTok and Facebook. This is just, yeah. And I'm going to play one other and then show you some photos, or we may show the photos first. I'm going to give trigger warnings before we do photos of the baby, okay? Right here, though, guys, this is what was happening across the street after, mind you, after we think that police may have found evidence in the dumpster. This is what happened. But one thing that I'm looking at here, okay, right here is the home. Right here is a camper. Across the street, if you come back toward me, would be Jake and Rebecca's home. Okay, what is all this? Is this a parking lot? Is this a landfill? Is this a recycle company? Some kind of something is here, guys. Okay, let's see. Here's another picture. That's where the camper and the home caught on fire right there last night after they allegedly found evidence in a dumpster of the baby's clothes. Supposedly there was 2 homeless people, a man and a woman. But when I go and I look at the pictures in the video, if you do screenshots, the man, we were on Justin's last night, and the man was actually carrying a, what was it called? It was a bag. It was an internet bag. Started with the S. What was it? Can anybody think? It was a brand of internet bag he was carrying with him. And they had on nice clothes, nice backpacks, and all that. Okay? Yeah, YouTuber Grace Spears, I think so, but if she's genuine, she can change her password to retrieve the footage, in my opinion. Spectrum bag. Thank you, Chuchi. Yes, Spectrum Leslie. It was a Spectrum bag. But if you also really examine that picture, guys, they have on brand name clothes. You know, the female looked as if she had a bag also in front of her carrying something, and in her pocket, it looked like a tripod or something. You know, I don't know if police may have already gotten the cameras off of the home. Don't know. It's kind of so weird how all this compares to Sebastian's story also, in my opinion. Because even though you think about it, the parents at first were cooperating, you know, allegedly. This is all alleged, and in my opinion, same with Sebastian. They were first cooperating, lawyered up. Both parents lawyered up, right? They were allowing searches at first. Now they're not allowing searches. They have no trespassing signs on their gate now. Think about it, guys. The consistencies in these cases drives me insane. And what we need to have, y'all, is a registry. And I'm going to write to the government. And if y'all choose to, you can. If not, I'm going to find an address. I'm going to write to the government about how these animals need to be on a registry along with the essayers, because something's got to give for these kids. It really angers me, really just breaks my heart. But I'm just going to play a little bit of Justin's last night from the fire. He went live last night, bless his heart. He was trying to come on really quick. Everybody was asking him what was going on. And but I'm going to give credit to Clutch Them Pearls, Mr. Justin. Let's go and play the video. Let me pull it up for you guys. Still get sidetracked with so many tabs open, but there's so many cases. There's a breaking case out of Blount County, Tennessee, too, that I'll be covering maybe later on tonight. Maybe it may be 3 or 4 o'clock. Who knows with me? I try to go on when I can. I just got to accommodate everybody in this house. So here we go. Clutch Them Pearls, Mr. Justin. And let's push play on this.
Where these tweakers set a house on fire and caused the
Trigger
whole street
warning
to catch
also,
on fire.
guys, because this guy does say bad word, okay?
So sheriffs moved
So
everything
trigger
down.
on language.
Got units all the way
One
down
second,
here.
y'all. 1 second.
Justin.
Can't even see on this street anymore. It's so smoky, guys.
Be right back, y'all. Let y'all listen.
We're all the way down there is where the house
And this
started
was
at,
happening
and it spread a
across
fire
the
all the
street
way down about
from
4 or 5 houses.
Emmanuel's home, mind you. It started in a camper and spread to the
Someone
home
come back up here.
that had the cameras on it.
God, this is smoky alley right here, y'all. This is where the fire started at. They started this RV on fire. I'll show you guys in a second. And we'll come over here where Noe is. The RV was on fire, caused the house to be fully engulfed. We caught all that. Then it came over and caught this house on fire. And then the fire jumped this house, went through their yard, hit the palm trees on fire. Fire jumped across the street. Now we have a vegetation fire down there on the other side of that house.
1 second. I'm getting my stuff together.
And it all happened right when we were here. There's the rainbow. There's the
If you're just
RV
joining
just burnt
us,
slab up.
let me get my headphones in, guys. This is right across the house from Emmanuel Hero.
Okay.
2 people caught the house on fire. I just got back home.
I'm sorry.
Now, guys, thank you to Justin at Clutch Them Pearls for covering that last night. Please go sub up to Justin. He is very informative. He is very good at what he does. Does anybody think that's coincidence? Do you think that is coincidence that there was a fire started in a camper? Allegedly, in my opinion, my gut feeling is possibly there was evidence that the police was getting too close with that dumpster and they found the clothing. What else would they have found? Yeah, no coincidence. Me either. And they probably were about to start checking other places, in my opinion, And so, somebody had to get rid of evidence, in my opinion. I think. That is my opinion, though. Don't let me sway you in either way. But this is going to be a big, big trigger warning. We've learned about, I don't even know what to call him. We're not going to call him a man. We're not going to call him a dad because, in my opinion, he makes me sick. Okay? Anybody that can take a 10-week-old baby and say they've dropped it, allegedly, and change that baby's whole life, by just hurting babies. You are a monster and you are a demon and you are pure evil. And I hope you stand before God one day for account of everything you've done to those babies. Me and you, yes. I just pray the baby wasn't in there. Grace, let a real man get a hold of him. I feel like if he goes to prison, there's going to be some that's not going to be very happy. He'll probably go into solitary confinement for protective custody, in my opinion, because he's not man enough to go up against a man, evidently, allegedly, in my opinion. This just makes me really mad, guys. I have a few words to call him, but can't say them here. I'm literally shaking. I am shaking mad to think that anybody could do that to a 10-week-old baby or even a child, that anybody could do this to anybody. Like, when I get angry, I get mad and I cry. Sorry, guys. But this has really done something to me, okay? To see this baby. But this is major, major, major trigger warning. I'm going to show you these pictures of this poor baby girl that has to suffer the rest of her life while this monster walks around doing this, allegedly, in my opinion, to other children. He's had, 2 or 3 convictions and only gotten work order. Guys, right there's his baby girl. His baby girl was 10 weeks old. And this is what was done to her. This was what was done to her by this monster. How on God's green earth do you get out of prison or jail, not even go to jail, after doing something like this on this precious, precious, beautiful baby girl? I'm telling you, when I tell you I hugged my babies tight last night, I did. Because no child deserves this. This is why we need a registry, guys. Right here for these monsters. They need to go to jails and prisons along with these SAers and be on a flipping registry if they get out. And they don't need, the punishments are not hard enough on these animals. They act like animals. Why not flip and treat them like animals? It just tears me up. Look at this baby. Look how precious. Look how beautiful. In one respect, I think the mother is trapped too. I think she's in a situation she can't get out of from Jake. She's following his orders. I hope a great attorney. I don't know, Nicey. I don't know, because I know some women can't get out of it, but he had previous charges. She knew that. So, he done this. Allegedly, he done this. Okay? So, you're telling me you're going to go marry and get pregnant by a man, and I'm not going off on you, Nicey. No, I'm going off on this mother. You're going to get married and get pregnant how many other times after this monster has done this to this baby? And I love your opinions, Nicey. I love everybody else's opinions. But why? Why would you marry this monster? Look at this baby. Look at her. I think Justin said last night she had like 25% of her brain that is now functioning. She is on a tracheostomy, which means the thing that's in her throat, right there on the outside, has to breathe for her. Mind you, if it pops off, it has to have 24/7 care because I've worked in medical. If it pops off, she will not be able to have air. Okay? And you can't feed them. They have to have feeding tube. This baby will be a vegetable the rest of her life just because the hands of a flippin' monster, guys. Look at this. No quality of life whatsoever. God has this child. But these are the wonderful people right here that adopted and took care of this child and took on somebody else's responsibility. Right here. Right there, guys, are some wonderful, wonderful people. Right there. That's what we need in this world, not the monsters. Not the monsters going around doing these awful, awful crimes. Anyways, I'm tore up now. I knew I would get tore up. I just want to say thank you guys for coming on here with me. I know it was a long live, but I really do appreciate you. I did not mean to tear y'all up, but true crime is true crime. We got to call it like it is, even if we say alleged. And in my opinion, we have our speculations. We can't blame or bring anybody to being guilty or innocent, but we can speculate and give our opinions. And, we need to quit being so soft, California. California, need to be doing something. Please, ladies. Okay, Chi-Chi's got some information for us. Please, ladies, do researches on the men before you get with them. Just like we do research on the cases, do the same before getting with men. Amen, sister. Kathy Gordon. Yes, everybody check your registries. I think there's something called watchdog.com. You can check your registries for SA offenders in your area. Okay? If you just want to know that information, there's really good. And Kat, I didn't get to see a lot of chat, but I want to thank you guys so much for coming in. Please hit that like button, share this live if you don't mind. I'm trying to get 100 more subs, and I'm at 500, and I'm trying to get more views. Thank you, Daisy, for saying great live, Kiki. Lori, amen, Kiki. Brown eyes. Excuse me, guys. Coughing. You heard me. But thank you so much. Love you guys. Have a great day. And if I can, I'm coming back on about several things going on in Blount County, Tennessee. Y'all need to hear it. A lot going on in the school system. Love you guys. Thank you, Chuchi, me and you, Kathy Gordon, Daisy Duke, Lori, Leslie, Grace. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Bye.